This is Gio, and today I feel really, really smart because we are working on pi. And you know that little symbol? Ooh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so let's start with how we find the area. It's like writing with clouds. And the circumference. So we're going to be finding out the area and the circumference of a circle. And you will not believe how easy this is. What if I told you this is as easy as pi? Alrighty, so that's what we're doing today. Let's start with defining what we're looking for. We have a circle, and our circumference is the outline of that circle. It's sort of like in a square, the perimeter is just the outline. Same for the circle, except instead of perimeter, it's called circumference. Right here in the middle, we have a line. And that line from the middle out is called radius. And why do we need to know this? Because this is important information for the formulas, and you'll see in a second. Now let's pretend this other line I'm about to draw is also slap in the middle. And as you can see, this one goes from side to side. The line that comes completely side to side, that one is called, it starts with a D. Do y'all remember? Yep, that's right, diameter. Good job. So this is, don't you love that music? Ah. Perfect combination, good music and math. So from the half, it's a radius. From side to side, it's diameter. When we want to find the circumference and the area of the circle, all we need to do is fill in the blanks of the formula. So let's talk about what the formulas are. A is going to represent area. Area equals pi times radius squared. Don't jump to conclusions that that's hard, because it's really not. It's very, very simple, I promise. You'll see. Hold on. And then we have circumference, which is equal to pi times diameter. And if we see, we look at our circle. Can you see it there? Ooh, we gotta back that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we have circumference, pi times diameter. So what is pi? That you have to memorize. Pi is equal to 3.14. And it continues. However, we're just going to work with 3.14. And when we need to figure out the area and the circumference, all we're going to do is fill in the blanks. So let's pretend we're going to do, so we're going to do an example that, let's say the diameter of the circle is 8. And let's say it's 8 inches. And now I want to find out the circumference, which is the outline. Well, let me fill in my blanks. My circumference is equal to pi, which is 3.14, times, because the relationship between two variables is multiplication, right? Diameter, which clearly states here that the diameter is 8 inches. So that would be 3.14 times 8. Okay, so when we multiply that, what do we get? 25.12, and that would be inches. That was easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, you gotta admit that was easy. Let's look for the area now. Okay. So this, let's write it again. Area. It is pi times my radius squared. Okay, so now we gotta do a little bit of thinking. If we said that the radius is half and the diameter is the whole length of the circle, then how do we get the radius knowing that it's 8? Well, if it's half, it's simple. We divide it by 2. And 8 divided by 2 is 4. All right, so now we know that it's 4 inches. And now that we figured this out, then it's only one thing we need to do. We will say area equals, we know that pi is 3.14 times, my radius is 4, but it's not just 4, it's 4 squared. And just as a reminder, when something, where is it? Here. When we have an exponent, in this case it's 2, it means that that number is multiplied by itself twice. So, what I mean is this. If we have, we're doing a parenthesis here. So with exponents, let's say we have 5 squared. Well, that only means that it's 5 times 5. So 5 squared equals 25. So the exponent just tells you how many times you're going to multiply the number by itself. And when I say by itself, it's by the same number, right? So let's say, for example, that we had exponent 3. So that would be 5. And when it's 2, we call it squared. We could also say elevated to the second power, or we can say elevated 5 cubed when it's 3. So 2 is squared, 3 is cubed, or it's elevated to the third power. So what do you think that 5 elevated to the third power is? Oh, yes, that was perfect. It's 5 times 5 times 5. And that equals, and please feel free to use your calculators for these, because it's pretty big numbers that we'll probably end up working with. Okay, I think you all got that part now. Now we can go back to our problem. The board and I often have problems. Ha! There we go. It's a personal thing. Now, going back to our problems, here it is. So, we were talking about 4 squared. So, just for the sake of breaking it down and showing the process, we will do area is my pi 3.14 times, what is 4 squared? Well, that's 4 times 4, and we know that that equals 16. And that is one thing that we must polish up on, okay? Is multiplication. All right, so it's 16. So now we brought these down, and it's times 16. We multiply 3.14, which is our pi, times 16, and that equals, you got it, 52.4. Ta-da! And just like that, we have done the circumference and the area of a circle. Let's do one more. Okay, this time we're gonna work with, let's see. This time we'll work with the radius. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I love writing down my formulas so I don't get confused. And let's say that we have here our circle, and it's a radius. Okay, that's looking pretty spiffy right there. Okay, so let's write radius here. And we'll do 9 centimeters, okay? Now we want to find, we're going to write my area equals pi times radius squared. And what is the area? The area is all of the space inside. So all of it in here, that's what the area is. Okay, so circumference is the outline and the area is all the space inside. And then circumference equals pi times diameter. So if we're looking first for our area equals pi times radius squared, and I'm just gonna substitute. My pi is 3.14 times 9 squared. Can anyone take a guess of what 9 squared is? 9 times 9? That's right, 81. Good job. So 3.14 times 81 equals, area is equal to 254.34. That trusty calculator and my trusty assistant are doing a great job. Alrighty. So, and every single time that we write answers, we must remember to label them according to what the measurement was. So, that would be centimeters squared. In area, we're going to go ahead and square them. The same for rectangles and squares. So, you go ahead and square that. I don't know which one is easier. Which one do you think is easier, the area or the circumference? Let's do our circumference now. So we said circumference equals pi times diameter. But I don't have the diameter here. I only have the radius. So how do I figure that out? Well, we said before that the whole line across is 2 times the radius. So 9 times 2 is 18. That is all it takes. 3.14 times the diameter. I know it's 18 centimeters. And that comes out to 56.52. Ta-da! That was easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alrighty, so this is what you got. Please remember, always write down your formulas. Diameter, the half of a diameter is a radius times 2 is a diameter. And all you have to do is substitute, use your handy dandy calculator, and you will be calculating circumference and area in no time. You have any questions, you know where to reach me at pbelati@lwny.org. All right, y'all have a good one. Bye.